So community development is, we have several different departments within my department. So we have the housing authority. We also have many grants that come into the city that we disseminate for the community. My total department has about 45 employees that work for us. We've been doing really great work. We've helped, thousands of people over the course of COVID and all the way up until now with housing assistance, with rental assistance. We saw a huge gap that we've got so many people that are still living on the streets. Fantastic agencies that are helping, Salvation Army, Faith City, but there are still too many people that are being left out, that are living on the streets. That was a big problem for us, that we needed to figure out what can we do for these folks that aren't fitting in these other programs. And so we really studied what those gaps are, and a lot of that was just the barriers. We recognized those things and we wanted to eliminate as many of those as we possibly could.
Transformation Park is a partnership with what we call the 3 C's of community, the city, church, and commerce, all coming together to make inroads into our homeless crisis point that we're at.
This was a grand idea that the city of Amarillo came up with, that we knew that we had this gap. We've been talking with other agencies around the city and we know this is something we really needed to tackle. We've got people living in storefronts,
The goal is to get people off the streets, to get them food, get them water, get them shelter, a safe place to sleep, and some clothing.
In this case, it was very unique that the city was thinking of these things and starts branching out to the community. Hey, this is what we're thinking. We talked with a church from Amarillo, Hillside Christian Church, bought all in. They really drove, filling up a great board of directors. They helped us find our executive director, which is Mark Zimmerman.
It started out of what's called the Continuum of Care, the COC, and they were looking at what gaps we have here in Amarillo when it came to homeless services. And so this is where Transformation Park was born, was out of those gaps of what's not happening here in Amarillo.
Moving forward with Mark Zimmerman from Transformation Park, he's just the perfect person to be in that position. He's excited. He's already busy making programs and helping people right now.
We're getting the word out, and I think after we open, people will see that it's not just what we say, but it's also what we do to help the homeless. Our goal is to see numbers go way down on the streets of what you see going on the street corners here in Amarillo.
So Beth has been just an absolute amazing story for us, and that's something that we love to really focus on, is these great stories, because that gives us fuel for what we do.
My name is Beth Glasscock. I'm 30 years old and I work at the grant department with the City of Amarillo's community development.
And so Beth is really amazing. We found her a couple of years ago living on the streets in a tent. She was pregnant and she was just at her wit's end. She was just struggling and just was praying for help.
From the age of 12 to 16, I was homeless with my family, and it wasn't until February of 2023 that I found some sort of stability in my life.
She's over almost 2 years clean being in that program. She's gotten into school.
I joined the Prep Academy for the City of Amarillo, and they kind of help people in my situation.
Just an amazing story to see her go from complete homelessness and despair all the way up to where she is today, and just such a happy, healthy human that's raising a beautiful daughter in her home, and we're just so proud of that.
If I can do it, you can definitely do it.